Glenn Brome has been exciting audiences for over 10 years by bringing to life key elements of his facilitative leadership model. Let's join Glenn now as he talks about one of the components of a successful facilitative leader.
As I was saying, facilitative leaders have courage. And when I say courage, I mean they're willing to do things that others are not willing to do. When others will roll over, they'll stick with it. Say I'm working with George on a special project, and then it doesn't go well, and the boss calls me in and says, "What the happened?" Most people will say, "I've been working with George, didn't work out," and wrong answer. I'm responsible, it didn't happen the way I planned, it won't happen again. That doesn't mean I'm going to go back and talk to George one-on-one, but I don't turn him in, so to speak, when the boss calls me in. That takes courage. I found out about courage in another way. It happens at a young age. It's about a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old. They're upstairs in their bedroom and they're talking, and the 6-year-old says, "It's about time we started cussing." And the 4-year-old gets really excited. He continues and says, "When we go downstairs for breakfast, I'm going to say hell, you say ass, okay?" So the 4-year-old's really jazzed. 6-year-old goes downstairs for breakfast. The mother says, "What do you want for breakfast?" "Oh, hell, Mom, guess I'll have some Cheerios." Whack, right on his bottom, slaps him right out of the chair, slapping his bottom all the way upstairs until he goes in his room, locks the door and says, "You can just stay there till I let you out." Then she comes back downstairs, asks the 4-year-old in a stern voice, "And what do you want for breakfast, young man?" "I don't know," he blubbered, "but you can bet your ass it won't be Cheerios." It takes courage. Even when you know the outcome, it takes courage. The next thing facilitators leaders has is it takes counsel. They're able to take counsel and listen to what people have to say. Even if they don't agree, they're willing to listen to different perspectives.
Glenn is in the process of talking about bringing BS to life. That stands for behavioral styles, of course, remembering that how we behave is not right, not wrong, just different.
As we're talking about BS, and what does that mean? Behavioral styles, of course. We're bringing behavioral styles to life, and it's not right, not wrong, just different. Think about it this way. You look at the styles, and the two at the top, the D's and I's, feel as though they're more powerful over their environment, and they can control it. The S's and C's feel less powerful and more controlled by their environment. The other way is D's and C's see their environment as unfavorable, and S's and I's see their environment as favorable. How that plays out, let me tell you in a simple way. You get ready to go to a restaurant. There's a long line snaking around the restaurant. The D's and C's look at that and say, somebody needs to work on their processes. That place is totally screwed up. I'll never eat there. The S's and I's look at the exact same situation. What are they thinking? Good place to eat, of course. Go there, hang out at the bar till you can get a table. Not right, not wrong, just different. Continuing to look at the styles in terms of the difference in terms of task-focused folks on one end, the other end are people-oriented people. That doesn't mean task-focused people can't get the task done or don't like people. It doesn't mean people-oriented people don't get the task done. It means it's what you focus on when you first come in. Usually a task-focused person is going to come in the morning, look at their to-do list, 1, 2, 3, ABC. A people-oriented person is going to come in, they're going to figure out who's in the office today. What kind of day am I going to have? Oh, they're in today? Not a good day. Not right, not wrong, just different. Looking at it from the other dimension, the folks at the top are fast-paced. The D's and I's are fast-paced, product-oriented people. The S's and C's are more deliberate-paced, process-oriented folks. Let's say we go outside and jump into a car with a D and I and say, let's go. They're gone. You go outside, jump into a car with an S or a C, they say, let's go. Go where? Go how? Have we been there before? Is it safe? Do we have enough gas? They're concerned about the process. You ask the D's and I's, what if you run out of gas? Doesn't matter. We'll siphon some. It doesn't matter. We'll make it happen. Not right, not wrong, just very different. Looking at it from a different perspective on a personal level. Say you share a tube of toothpaste with someone, and the D's and I's don't usually care where you put the cap or whether you squeeze it any place as long as it comes out. Whereas the S and C, you put the cap on the top and you squeeze it from the bottom. Absolutely, it has a process. Let me share with you something else on a personal level. Toilet paper. D's and I's don't really care as long as it comes off the roll. S's and C's, it has a way. It's either over or under. The key is if they go to your place and it's not right, they'll change it while you're not looking.
Glenn as a presenter, I mean, he's excellent. He's so upbeat. He's positive. He really gets the crowd going. I've noticed that during his speeches, I don't have the need for caffeine because he's the caffeine in the group, so it's fun.
Mr. Brome is discussing emotional intelligence and how to bring intelligent emotions to leadership as a part of why we behave the way we do.
You ask, what is emotional intelligence? It's essentially combining your thinking brain with your emotional brain to make better decisions. Learning how to use that gut strategically. That's what it's about. Let me ask you, have you ever done anything and then a moment later you realize, I really shouldn't have done that? That ever happened to you?
All the time.
Absolutely. It happens to me all the time. We want to look at changing a pattern of regrets by becoming more emotionally intelligent. We all have emotions. It's just a question of what we choose to do with them. Sometimes we can suppress them. Other times we can express them. If we do it at the right time, we can find a way to increase our productivity and our interpersonal relationships and reduce our stress. Tough tip on emotional intelligence. Help me complete this statement. Familiarity breeds contempt. I've heard that before, but I think it breeds content, C-T-E-N-T. I think we get comfortable with the way we are, whether it's helpful or not. We just do it. Well, how come you do that when you get cut off? Hey, that's just the way I handle my stress. Well, why do you go and sulk after that? That's just the way I am. I like it that way. So right, wrong, and indifferent, we get comfortable with the way we are. We need to become more conscious